count the kids that never went to Chicago public schools, but they used this number to bludgeon us with. So, fortunately, we have a research department. One of the things we did at Chicago Teachers Union when we took over, we decided that the officer pay would be commensurate with regular teacher pay. It would be spread out over a 52-week period, but it would be commensurate with teacher pay. Because we didn't have these expense accounts, because even if you have lower pay, expense accounts sort of change things. So we were able to hire an organizing department and a research department. You have got to have research to combat the lies, and yours better be right, because they will absolutely unpack every single little piece of data of yours. Theirs, not so much. So what we found from the board, because the Chicago Public Schools does actually keep some accurate data, the real number of lost children from 2000 to 2010 was 30,000. Not 145,000. 30,000. Do you see how insane the difference is? But when you say 145,000, it creates a certain craziness, right? So then, once we pulled this out, and it wasn't just us, it was a parent organization, had the same information. They pulled it out. They called everybody out. Okay, but we still have 100,000 seats. Because now we're not talking about children, we're talking about seats now. No, you don't. No, you don't. They also use the incorrect number to calculate what a school being underutilized looks like. So the Chicago Tribune, that bastion of great journalism, consistently refers to the buildings that have been put on the hit list as half empty. There's only a problem with that too. When you actually go into the half-empty buildings, guess what they're not? But if you only read the Chicago Tribune, and sometimes the Sun-Times, at least the Sun-Times will back off of the lie occasionally. So I started thinking about what that means to all of us. So we're here about standardized testing, and we're here about opting out about standardized tests. And people are wondering, why aren't there zillions of people in the streets complaining about it? Because the lie about standardized tests is that they are unbiased. The lie about standardized tests is that they represent true merit. And after all, we do want to live in a meritocracy, because that's what America's built on: hard work.
Rigor mortis.
Hard work, doing the very best you can, because then you will succeed. That is our myth. That's our American myth. And it's becoming unraveled in front of our very faces, but people continue to perpetuate it. So I thought about this, and if any of you have read any Lani Guinier, maybe you might know her. She was, during the Clinton administration, put up to be head of the EEOC, and she was smeared with this notion of being the quota queen, because she talked about how a lot of the things in the math world that seem to be objective aren't, and are actually very, very biased.